Most of the time when we're going through something bad, all we do is we complain, we judge ourselves, we feel sorry for ourselves, we look around to look for something or someone that we can blame. We look for the outer circumstances that need to change. We try to change other people. We think like it's their fault, and we drown in our negative emotions, right? That's what we usually do when something bad is happening to us. Look, everything we go through in life is a reflection of our inner world. Every person we meet, every situation we get in, everything that we have, everything that we do is a reflection of our inner world. The outer world is a reflection of our inner world. Everything that we go through is matching our vibration, or energy, or frequency. You're going through something right now, you created this. And the sooner you learn this, the sooner you take responsibility for this, the sooner you will be able to get out of it, and you will be able to create a new reality for yourself. So I'm here to tell you today that your worst can be your best. What you go through that hurt you the most is literally there to create your story, to create your best in life. Okay, so you have to learn how to take the things that you go through as something positive, as something that you don't let it hurt you and destroy you. Hi, my name is Alina and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can literally make the worst thing that you go through to turn into something good. I realized what I went through. I really thought about myself like, is this supposed to be my life? Am I going to be just this abused woman, not meant to be happy? Because this was how I was thinking about myself. This was how I was affirming my life. I'm not meant to be happy. That was something that I really believed about myself and about my life. So I had to reprogram myself. See, all your beliefs that you have, everything that you do, everything like your habits, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you talk and walk and act, everything is your program, okay? It's like a software program, and you've been programmed all your life long, from the minute that you were born until now. You develop these belief systems for yourself, and this is your program. This is how you're operating. This is how you think about yourself. So you can reprogram yourself. Did you know that? You can reprogram yourself the way how you want to be. You don't have to accept the way that you are. If you're not happy, it just means that this is not supposed to be your story. It just means that there's something better, because we don't come here on this planet to suffer, to be in pain, to feel miserable, to feel sorry for ourselves, to blame others. We are here to learn, to experience, to enjoy, to be happy. We don't choose to come here to this planet to suffer. So that's the first thing. So if you're suffering right now, I want you to really believe, and I want you to really reprogram yourself multiple times a day. I'm not here to suffer. I am meant to be happy. I deserve to live a happy life. This is how you have to think. Multiple times. You have to really reprogram yourself. And it may take some time, because you've been programmed your entire life. So if you're now like 26, 27, 25, something around that, you had over 20 years of your life being programmed a certain way. So now you have to change that. And obviously, the longer it took to build all these beliefs up, the longer it will take to brick by brick break them down again and rebuild it with better beliefs, with better thoughts, with better, habits, everything that you do and everything how you think about yourself. So when I went from toxic people, bad job situation, kind of losing everything all at once at the same time, being depressed, feeling miserable, I realized you have to go through the mud to get to the top. Most people stay there. Most people stay there because they feel so sorry for themselves. They blame other people. They just try to find excuses, and they think that this is supposed to be their life. I'm telling you, it's not. You're not here to feel sorry for yourself. You're not here to be miserable. You are not here to just be in pain all the time. You choose to stay there. Okay, that we have to go sometimes through different things in order to make ourselves grow, that we have to get hurt, that we have to experience negative things in order to get to the top and to feel good and to appreciate the ups when we are going through the downs. You have to realize that everything that you experience, every negative thing is meant to teach you something, to make you grow, to make you a better person. And if you see things that way, you become very detached. So when I was literally at my rock bottom, I became so detached from every single outcome, I didn't care anymore. And I don't want you to think, oh, I just need to like stop caring at everything and, you know, everyone. No, but I want you to think that if you're going through something bad right now, this is not the end, you know? This is not the end. It just means that there's something better for you coming, that the best is yet to come. If you're suffering right now, it's just because there's something else waiting. You just have to learn how to be patient in the process and how to really think, I can do this, I can really get better, you know? Once you realize that you don't really have control about a lot of things, you realize that the only thing that you can control is yourself. The only person you can control in your entire life is yourself. You can work on your vibration. You can work on your way of thinking, all your habits, everything. You are the only person that you are able to change if you want to change, if you want to help yourself. So that's like the base, okay? You have to develop that base of, I want to change. I want to help myself. I want to have a better future. So if you're going through something right now, hold on, okay? Just don't give up just yet. Don't just give up, because I told you, whatever you're going through is meant for something bigger. It's meant for something more. You know, you have to redefine your story. You have to use your story and change the meaning. And you have to think about everything that you go through has a purpose, has a bigger meaning that you can't understand right now because you cannot look that far. Most of the time when we're going through stuff and then years and years later we realize, oh my God, now I understand. You know, now I learned from this, so now I can operate different. You only can connect the dots backwards. You cannot connect the dots right now because you're not in the situation, you're not in the future. You live in this present moment. So you have to be able to change the present moment and stop thinking about the past, stop worrying about the future, be in the present moment and change yourself right now. You have to accept your situation. Okay, this sucks, right? Like, this is my story, but it doesn't define who I am, you know? You have to change the meaning of your story. From I'm just this victim to I am the victor. I can change my perspective on how I want to view myself, on how I want to live. Yes, what I've been through was very painful, you know, but it shaped me into who I am. It made me more stronger. It made me more kind, more understanding for other people. It made me stronger. It made me know and realize that nothing can hurt me. Nothing can be worse than that, you know? I've been through so much in my life that I know for a fact with certainty I can handle anything. It doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. No matter what life throws at me, I know I can handle it. Yes, it does hurt. Yes, I do cry. Yes, sometimes I feel sorry for myself. Yes, sometimes I feel like, oh my God, why is this happening now? But in the end, I always think like, hey, wait a second. This is meant to teach me something. And by the way, this cannot destroy me because I already been through so much. I know I can handle this. And this is how you have to think. You have to think of your story being the worst thing, and now you can turn it into something good. You just have to do it. You just have to practice viewing it that way. I want you to know that you are here for more. You know, you are here for more in your life. You're meant to live a good life, a happy life. As I said, we don't come here to just suffer and be in pain all the time and just live this miserable life and have to accept and be okay with it and settle for less. No, we are meant to create the life of our dreams. We are meant to experience joy and happiness and learn. So if you're here right now, you can be very proud of yourself because you're already looking for a way out. Most people, they just accept it and they stay there and they feel like this helpless human being, like they can't change anything. Yes, you can. You are the creator. And the minute that you accept that, and the minute that you take a responsibility for what you have to do, you can change a lot of things. You can change your own vibration. You can change the things that you attract. You can change anything. Don't define yourself too much on what you have and what you do. Define yourself of who you are as a person, like deep down, right? Like deep down, all the values that you have, the morals that you have, the things you think, the things how you feel, how you act, like everything that you are as a person. There's so much more to you than what happened to you. There's so much more. Don't define yourself. Don't let one event define who you are. You're not that. You're not that, thing that happened to you. You're not. You're better than that. You're more than that. So you're here for that purpose. So all you have to do is find that. Focus on the small things. Find happiness in the small things. Try to focus on yourself. Try to be that person that you are when no one is looking. When you don't have the feeling and the urge to prove yourself all the time to everyone. Try to be the person that you are truly meant to be, that you actually think of yourself. You know, when you were a child and you're jumping around and you play and you're just this fearless. You're just this fearless child that is playing and this is joyful and, that had dreams. Think about you as that person and think about what dreams did you have when you were younger. How did you act around people when you didn't have the need to prove anything? When you didn't have the need to just be perfect all the time. This is who you truly are. The person behind the facade that you put on, like behind the mask that you put on, that person. Focus on yourself as that person. You don't have to prove anything to nobody. You owe nothing to nobody. And nobody owes you anything, But you owe yourself that you find your purpose and the things that you're meant to do, the person you're meant to be, to truly be happy and to live a joyful life. Like, don't we all want to just be free and be happy and joyful? Like, literally, like going back to that person that we were before somebody told us who we are. That is who we're meant to be. The things we really wanted to do when we were younger, when we were thinking about what do we want out of life. You owe that to yourself. I always tell myself, I didn't come this far to only come this far. I expect more from myself and I expect more from life. And that's why I keep thriving for more. That's why I keep on, chasing my goals and my dreams, because I know it is in my heart for a reason. I don't have this desire to not have it in my life, to just be in pain all the time and suffer from my past. Oh my God, I'm just so, miserable. No, I didn't come here to be that miserable person. I always think that way. This can't be it, This can't be it. Like, I learned, and I truly believe in the good in people. I truly believe in happy endings, So I think about my life as a happy ending. It needs to have a happy ending. And if I'm not happy, it's not the end. This is how I think. There must be something better. Usually that's how most people suffer, because they think, oh, this is it. Like, this is the end. Like, no, it's not. Okay, you have to unlock the next door. You have to learn from that, miserable situation, take the best out of it, and move on to the next. You have to let go of that. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you might feel like you're not good enough. I constantly feel like I'm not good enough. It's still something I'm learning. It's still something I have to rewire myself. It's still something that I have to constantly tell myself, I am good enough. No, I'm better actually. I can achieve anything I want to achieve. It's still something I'm constantly developing. It's a progress, okay? So you have to accept everything in life just as this progress. You will never just be there. There's always more. And that's also the beauty of it. That there's always more that you can create, because you will just never be finished, We are creators as human beings. So accept that for yourself and take it as your power. I like to do content. I like to capture moments and pictures, and a lot of people tell me, oh, just be in the moment, just enjoy it, just put your phone aside. You know what I like to do? I like to do pictures because of a certain reason. I like to create content because of a certain reason. I felt in my childhood, I don't really have a lot of memories, to be honest. When I really actively think, I feel like I have forgotten a lot of things. I think it's because of my trauma that I just cannot really access a lot of things anymore, because I just put everything aside and kind of like just try to forget everything. Not only the bad, but then accidentally also the good things. So what I do now is I like to create content to capture moments, because I used to feel like I'm not good enough. Whatever I do, it's not enough. I haven't achieved anything. So I created this perfect vision board for myself that I call my life, or, my Instagram feed, where I put all these pretty pictures and memories and videos and everything that I experience. And sometimes when I feel down, you know what I do? I go through my pictures, my videos, my Instagram, and I look back. And I realize, wow, I actually did come far. I actually achieved something. Because most of the time we're just so hard on ourselves. We think like, oh, we haven't gotten anywhere. But think about, where did you get from like last year to now? Where have you been 5 years from now? Where are you now? You actually did develop yourself, you know? You actually have something to be proud of. You just sometimes do forget it. And that's what helps me to remind myself, hey, I'm actually achieving something. I'm doing something every single day. I'm experiencing stuff. I had this beautiful moment when I was in Miami. I had this, you know, amazing moment when I was in Dubai, when I felt this way, when I felt that way. And the pictures, I connect them with a certain feeling, with a certain memory. So yes, I like to be in the moment, I like to enjoy, but I also like to capture it for myself, to remind myself on the days where I don't feel good enough that I actually did achieve something that I can be proud of. And you should do the same. You know, you don't need to just photograph everything right now. You don't need to become a tourist in your own life, but if you want to, why not? You know, nobody tells you what you should do and what you should not do. Do what feels good for yourself. I do this because of a reason. So when people tell me, oh, you're just so superficial, you always have to post everything. No, I do this so I can look back and it helps me to feel good enough. It helps me to realize, oh, I actually came far. And you know what? You can be proud too. You are enough too. You just have to remind yourself. You just have to be grateful for the person that you are right now. Even if you're sometimes not happy, even sometimes you don't want to get up, you don't want to live this life, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to do this, and then be grateful. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm grateful for you. Thank you for carrying me this far. Thank you for holding on. Thank you for still standing. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. Yes, sometimes we need that kick in the ass. Sometimes we need to remind myself, okay, enough of all the feelings, you know, like we have to create, we have to do something, we have to go out and create our life. But also sometimes you need to be able to be okay with where you're at right now. Learn to be patient. Learn to be appreciative of your life. You know, patience is not just waiting around. Patience is waiting while remaining to have a good attitude. That is patient. And I'm learning this myself right now. And this is actually funny because, you know, I was talking to somebody and I told him, like, I'm just the last patient person. I'm like the most impatient person. Which is also just a belief that I'm telling myself. I'm probably not. I'm just always constantly telling myself I'm this impatient person. But if I wanted to, I could change that. And that's what I'm working on right now. So I was praying, you know, I was praying to God and I was asking him, hey, help me to become more patient. So what is happening right now? A lot of things are constantly triggering me to have to be patient. You know, and it's funny because that's what I prayed for. And when situations occur, most of the time, we're thinking like, oh, this is just happening for no reason at all. This is not meant to teach us something, like why? And in the end, guys, if you really think about it, if you want to turn your worst into something good for yourself, you have to take the small little lessons out of every single situation. So instead of being like, why is this happening? Why? Think like, hey, maybe this is the moment for me to prove myself I can be more patient. Maybe this is the moment for me to learn more kindness, to be more understanding. If you're complaining about, I'm not patient, I'm this, I'm that, you will get situations where you can learn exactly these things. How life throws constantly situations at you, people that trigger the things that you need to work on. So learn to be patient. Learn to wait while having a good attitude, while trusting, while believing that there is more for you. As I said, if you're not happy, it's not the end. It just means that there's something better. You just need to be okay with waiting in the meantime and still keep on being positive, still keep on believing, still keep on trusting that you will find your way, still keep on trusting that you are good enough. Stop doubting yourself. Every single time there's something happening, we always doubt ourselves right away. We always be like, oh my God, like this is happening to me. Why is this me? Think about your story as something that you can teach somebody else. How do you want to teach your children one day? To be patient, to be understanding, to be kind, like all those values. if your child is never going through something, or if you never actually been through something, if you just had this perfect life and never actually something happened, how do you want to teach somebody, you can do better? If you never actually have a story that inspires that person. You know what inspires stories? Negative stories inspire people, people that were going through a lot of different things, because everybody suffers. Everybody suffers from time to time. Everyone goes through pain from time to time. But the people that are sharing their stories and inspire us with their stories, this is the reason why we never give up. This is the reason why we believe again. Oh, okay, if this person did that, maybe I can do this too. And that's what I want to achieve. And this is why I share so much about my past and about the things I'm going through, because I want to create a platform where people see me and listen to my things that I'm going through or that I went through, and they think, oh, if she did it, I can do it too. And you have to think about yourself that way too. I can do this. I can teach somebody else too. I can teach my future children that they can do this too. Learn to teach. I want to encourage you today that you are on the right track, even if sometimes you wonder, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? Even if the results won't show sometimes. You know what the results are showing? You think about the outcome too much. You need to focus on the journey instead. The destination is not the end goal. The destination is the journey itself. So everything that you're going through is leading you to where you are needing to be, to the person that you need to become. So everything is a result in itself. And if you focus on that progress that you're making, on the journey itself, instead of just the destination, oh, I want to be there right now. What is a story if you only tell a person the end? Imagine Cinderella's story. If you tell the story like this, and they got married and they lived happily ever after. Okay, and how did the story start? What were the obstacles? What did they go through? How did they find each other? What was going on? You want to know the story, right? You want to know the story. The story is not a story if you only tell the end. So you have to think about your life the same way. You cannot just expect, oh, I want this, I want to be this happy, perfect human being in this perfect glamour life, but I don't want to go through the story. I just want to have the end. No, you won't be ready. You have to go through the story, because otherwise it won't be a story. It will be boring. This is how I'm also thinking about my life. It is this movie. I'm the main character. And to get to my perfect happy ending, I need to go through the steps before. You cannot jump to the end right away and be there and then tell everybody else, oh, this is how I did it, if you didn't even do it. You have to focus on the journey. So detach yourself from the outcome. Detach yourself from the results that you want to see, because the journey is the result itself, the progress that you're making. This is building your character. This is building the person that you are. This is developing you, making you a better person. You can turn your worst into your best. You just have to see your worst as the situation before you transform yourself into creating the best. You have to use that for yourself, Stop defining yourself by that. You have to use it for your own advantage, something bad that has happened to you into something even better. Learn to feel good now. This is actually the secret. This is the secret to everything. Focus on the good, and the good gets better. You need to feel good right now. Stop feeling miserable all the time. Stop asking why. Start to ask yourself every single time something happens and you feel like, wait a second, I didn't want this. But ask yourself, why is this happening right now? What can I learn from this? How can I turn this situation, make the best out of it, and move forward? If it's not coming fast enough, who cares? You're probably not there where you want to be at because you need to learn a lesson right now. And as long as you keep on remaining impatient and keep on remaining complaining about life and feeling sorry for yourself and blaming other people instead of taking responsibility, you haven't learned your lesson yet. And this is why you're at where you're at. You have to learn a lesson right now. So you better keep your eyes and your ears open. You better, ask for guidance, and you will get it. And with that, you will be able to transform. Learn to appreciate every step of the road. Every single brick on a street is bringing you further down the road. So you need to be grateful for every single brick that you're walking on that brings you further. You know what? You are doing amazing. Just keep on working on yourself. The more you understand yourself, the easier it will get. The faster you will be able to adapt, to learn new things, to develop yourself. Never forget this. Your biggest test will be your biggest testimonial. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you got something out of it. I really just wanted to give you guys some encouragement today. Okay, we all got this. We all can grow into the best versions of ourselves. We just need to stop, feeling like we're just trapped in this cycle of miserable situations and bad things. All we need to do is work on our belief system, feel good now, and we will start to attract better. We will start to be able to twist that story, or worse, into something good. And you got this, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment what you want to see next, and I see you guys in my next video.